Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellas, how's that Wi-Fi running right there? Are we rocking and roll? Is this good?
Yeah.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Are we back?
Yeah.
The old turn it off, turn it back on trick. Joey D coming in hot right
Never
there. And
fails.
fellas, we are back.
Good
this
for the
one-
turn it off, turn it on trick. Good for the hotel. Good
Yeah.
for hotel man. I'm going to tell you something. If you wanted to wait for those engineers, you'd be waiting until next Tuesday.
Yeah,
What
he's
is-
not wrong.
No.
I'll tell you, Bob, working in the hotel, the worst department normally. And I hate to say because they work hard, but they're just understaffed and they're so slow to the scene.
They
These
are
engineering-
very housekeeping quick.
IT and engineering.
IT was always tough. They got bigger shit to be dealing with. You know what I mean? Hardworking, very hardworking. We don't want to come here and
Understaffed
understaffed, which isn't
and
their
slow.
problem.
And
And
slow.
slow, very, very slow, and that's true. and we're back here. And I said before, prior to us getting disconnected, whenever I have like Wi-Fi issues or I'm a little bit late into like the meeting or the Zoom, Mikey V is like a disappointed father, and I kind of fear Mikey V, if I'm being honest, to where like when he's disappointed, he has a reason to be disappointed, but like it's just that look that he gets, just like sheer disappointment. You know what I mean? Like
I would say it's more disgust than
oh, that's
disappointment.
terrible. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, you know
That's
what it
terrible.
is I set my standards. Joe has high standards. I think we've talked about that before. He always said that, but yeah, I expect, time is very valuable. We only have a certain amount of time on this earth, and we got to be on point with time, Bob. But that being said, I mean, you weren't egregiously late today. It was maybe like 3
No.
minutes. That's not anything under 5 minutes. I got no issue with. Under
Yeah, but
5 minutes
What
to
is
me
the
is
saying,
fine.
Mikey? If you show up 15 minutes, you're early. If you show up on time, you're late.
No, yeah, no. It's,
If you show up-
if you're on time, if you're on time, you're
This guy
late.
just can't get
If
a
you're on
phrase
time,
right.
you're late.
That's what I
He-
said.
For 10 minutes.
No, no,
if you're
you-
early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. I don't think you said that. You said
He
something
definitely
else,
did not
but
say
that's okay.
He definitely
Yeah.
did not.
I don't think I have it down 100% either, Joe, to be fair, but I'm pretty sure it's if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Which, by
But
the way,
I am
would
very
think I'm
much
usually-
like that. But
Yeah,
I'm
but you
very
say
much like that.
usually if I'm like 2 minutes late, you get a text into Digest, and it's like Bob, very concerned about Bob. Do we have eyes on Bob?
Well,
Where is
here's
Bob?
the thing. I think it's worse if you send the link early than we
fair.
believe that you're ready to jump in.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
come in,
that's a good point.
And then we're
Yeah.
sitting there with our thumb up our ass in the
Oh,
waiting room for 5 minutes before you come in. If you send the link late and then we come on and you're there immediately, it's better.
Okay.
Do you disagree,
Yeah.
Mikey V?
I mean, look. Well,
No, I saw the link came in very early today. The link was
Yeah.
in like 10 minutes before
Sure was.
showtime, which when the link comes in
gives
that
you hope.
early, it makes me think that Bob is just on the trigger. Now, the fact that he didn't come in on time or perhaps a little early was a little, but you know what? We're here now, so let's rock and roll.
Let's rock
get
and roll.
to it.
let's
I got
rock
a
and
lot
roll.
of things I want to talk about.
Oh.
I do want to say something that really, really sucked. And I don't know if Mikey did it to bust my balls. Part of me thinks that he knows what he was doing. The studio is in full effect right now. We're setting up the studio right now. And the other day I send a picture of the studio and Joe's like, man, that's sick. That looks great. It's the start. Yeah, Mikey sends into the group chat. He goes, what am I looking at here? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, isn't it so
I didn't know what it
clear
was,
that I'm
Bob.
trying to Mikey V wanted us to have a studio.
look
so
nice.
that we
There's
don't-
even
Okay, wait a
AstroTurf.
minute, wait a
I
minute,
mean,
wait a
there's
minute.
there's
AstroTurf.
AstroTurf in the goddamn thing. What are we looking at here? I bought nice Mike. I mean, I'm trying here, and that's the answer that I have. What am I looking at here? To where I almost think that he knew what he was looking at, and he doesn't want to.
No.
Yeah, because then when I said the studio, he said, "Well, hopefully there's good Wi-Fi in there too." It's like I can never be good enough for Mike.
He's not that sick, Bob. He's not gonna
Oh,
pretend.
he's pretty sick. I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew what he was doing.
Can I speak?
Sure,
I'm
sure.
gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say he didn't know.
I think he
Wait,
knew what he was
hold
doing,
on,
Joey D.
hold on a second before. Now this is a classic for our longtime listeners. This is a classic pretzel job, so you're used to this already. But here's what I'll say, Bob. Who knows what Bob does on a daily basis? To be honest, who the fuck knows what Bob is doing?
I
He's
don't know.
recording here. He's filming there. Cameoing over here. This guy. Who knows what he's doing? He sends a picture of like the casting couch. Basically, it looks like the casting couch from the adult film industry. Okay, there's
Terrible.
AstroTurf. There's an AstroTurf mat under it. Okay, and there's a guy. There's a guy with a fucking television camera in the picture with a huge TV camera.
Yeah.
I thought he was filming something. I thought he was being filmed for, I don't know, the next rendition of Debbie Does Dallas. I have no idea what he's doing. And the camera's there, and he just sends a picture, no context whatsoever. And I just said, what am I looking at? Meanwhile, I'm at work pushing pencils and papers and staples. And I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, what am I looking at here? There was no offense intended. Now, that being said, that I know it's the studio. Studio looks pretty good. Looks like it's up and coming. I am concerned about the Wi-Fi. Very concerned. With good reason, Bob.
Yeah,
With
good reason. You know what I got too, and it's more of not something that I would actually play. It's more of just like an aesthetic, like a look. I got so it's the theme of the studio is to be like a 19th hole, like clubhouse type thing. And what I got was Golden Tee, the arcade games.
You bought a Golden Tee arcade?
Sure did. Yeah, I think it'll
Cameo money's running deep right
Oh,
now.
that is nothing.
I know. Listen,
No.
I've looked into the market for those machines.
Come on, that's ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
not
that's not a cheap machine, the Golden Tee,
Oh,
Bob.
not
That's a
cheap,
nice
but
piece of equipment.
it's
I
not.
love the play because I love Golden Tee.
Yeah,
Can I
I'm
make
like,
I love that play.
Can I make a request before we're buying Golden Tees? Can we just upgrade to the premium Wi-Fi and then
Well,
we
I
can
called
worry about the
Spectrum.
rest?
I called Spectrum
What
for
are we
the upgraded.
doing here?
I did call Spectrum for the upgraded Wi-Fi, so we'll see. I mean, we'll see if that ends up going anything. But I'm fascinated with, like, what always got me going. Like, you ever seen Big Daddy, his place where he had like the pinball machine? Anytime I just like see one of those arcade games, it's the sickest thing. To where maybe the Bear Cave, you got like a
I've thought
pinball-
about it. Yeah,
It's
I've thought about it.
unbelievable.
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's
Get
just
a pinball
they
machine.
the pinball
It's so
machines they
sick.
want for a pinball machine that's in good condition, like working, everything works, the lights, the sounds, the bells, the whistles. They're like $8-9 grand for a good
Whoa.
pinball machine.
No,
Yes,
really?
yes.
Like a Star Wars
Yes.
one or something like
Bro,
that?
forget it. If you want to get like the Jaws one or the Sopranos one or one of those big like Back to the Future, one of those big,
Yeah, yeah.
they're
yeah.
like 10 grand. Those machines.
The
If they're
Van Halen
again,
ones.
if they're in working condition, you could buy one for $3,000 or $4,000, but you got to get fucking special bulbs, panels, all the shit to make it work. I'm not doing
Really?
that. That's going to cost more than buying the machine.
I'll be
Now,
honest with you.
sponsor.
The Golden
Pinball sponsor.
I imagine Mikey being sponsored by a pinball company. It'd be fucking hysterical. He'd be pushing those things like hotcakes, man. It'd be on there.
I just be story posting the Who pinball wizard.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silk ball from Soho down the Brighton. I must have seen them all, but I ain't seen nothing like them. To be honest with you, Mike, I'm surprised about that. That might be like the ones that like grow in value. The Golden Tee was $600.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It's
a
not-
great.
I
That's
mean,
a
You
great.
got
deal.
ripped off. They probably give you like a not a real one, Bob. Like a
They gave him
like a
silver. They gave
knockoff.
him silver.
They
No,
give
but-
him the platinum tee.
In bronze tee. But no, if it was $600, that's ridiculous.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it
I
was.
would have expected it
Was
was
it
like 6,000,
secondhand?
7,000.
Was it secondhand?
What do you mean secondhand?
It's
It
not
had to be
brand new.
secondhand.
It's not brand new.
It had to
Not
be
sure.
used.
Well, it's from like Target everywhere. So Best Buy has even. Yeah, it's
so
nothing-
it's not the big. It's not
It's
like
not
the
the big boy.
arcade machine.
It's an arcade machine, but it's like the Pac-Man one almost. Like it's
Oh,
big.
small.
I mean, yeah.
It's like it's not like a standalone.
It's not the full size
gigantic.
one. No.
It's not the gigantic.
Okay,
one,
no.
that's what I
Oh,
thought you
yeah.
got. That's what I
That's
thought you
no.
That
no,
machine,
no.
I'll look it up while you guys talk. That machine
Now
gotta be like
that I've seen, that's in like the 6,000-7,000 range. But I just think
Yeah.
when you have something down there like that, it just looks so cool. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. So it's a substitute that I've got the PlayStation 5. I've been playing that. I mean, it's not the same. It's not the same because it's just not, but Golden Tee pre-owned $3,000 2020. Golden Tee. Now this one's pretty cheap. Oh, it's only the cabinet. This is how they get you though. They sell you just the cabinet and then the game you got to get it's just
You got to
the
buy
box
the
that it
other
comes in.
stuff.
Are
Yeah.
you
Yeah, no.
serious?
Yeah.
What do
This
you- what do
one's
you-
cheap, $2,000.
So I gotta
used.
buy the game?
Yeah, I mean, well, no, you could buy it all, Bob, but you're going to spend a couple thousand. I mean, they're
Yeah.
at least, the new ones are at least, $5,000 if you want a brand new one out of the box.
I think we get
Yeah.
Joey D a pinball machine, man. I can see
I
Joey D
don't
just.
have room in I don't have a dining room table that's proper. Where am I gonna put a
Nah,
pinball
you
table?
could find
I gotta
room,
move, man.
Joey
I gotta
D.
move. I'm done.
I was
with
gonna
this
say,
apartment.
I feel like Joe
He's
will be
ready.
moving
He's
soon,
ready.
yeah.
But the thing is, Joe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Joe's been talking about moving for the past 6 years.
Yeah.
Joe doesn't want to go through the process
No.
of moving, which nobody does, but Joe will do anything to
Do
avoid
it
that
now,
process.
though, Joe. Do it now.
I am a classic procrastinator. Like if there's something that I don't want to do, like I'll give you an example. Bob gave me his air conditioning unit from his old apartment.
Not a
okay?
cheap unit. It's about the price of a Golden Tee machine.
Okay, it's probably around 1,000. It's probably around
cheap
$1,000.
unit.
It's one of those big boys, with the thing you have to
A lot
put
of
in the
BTU,
window.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
BTU power. Yep,
I don't know how to do that shit. So I
You
said
know how
to
to put an
Bob,
air conditioner in a window?
I do not know. So I said to Bob, I said, listen, I'll take it off your hands. I'll get like one of these TaskRabbit or whatever people to come by and you pay them to install it. But for
Wait,
whatever,
a TaskRabbit or a handyman, Joe?
no, there's an
There's a
app
thing.
called TaskRabbit
Yeah,
where
it's
you go
ridiculous.
I
on
didn't know
and you
about
put
this.
in
He's
That's on
right.
me, I guess.
put in
Okay.
you put in what you need done, whether it's an appliance set up or something, and they charge you a fee. They come to your house and they do it.
Wow.
But I don't feel comfortable having random people in my house. So this air conditioning unit sat next to my couch in my living room for the latter part of a year until like last week, Nicole said it's getting hot in the bedroom. Let's set up the AC. I said, I don't know how to do it. Like we got to call someone to do it. She spent 20 minutes to set it up and then it's all done.
Mike,
But my point is that if there's something I don't know how to do that I don't want to do,
Mhm.
I will not do it for a long standing time. And Bob is right with the moving. There's nothing on earth I would rather do like that I would put worse than moving out of your place. And I don't have an elevator in my apartment. So it's all 2 flights of stairs. It's gonna be a nightmare. I gotta set up one of those.
Mikey, I
small
used
men
to
with
go
big hearts.
to football Sundays at his place. This place was a sauna in there, an absolute sauna.
I remember.
And
I remember.
he would
I
almost
got
get
it
upset
fixed.
with get upset with me when I said it was hot. He would get upset with me for saying that it was hot, claiming that it wasn't. It was absolutely scorching. And I said, Joe, just call the building. All you got to do is call. So finally, years later, he finally calls. Like, come on, they put in a new AC unit, and now it's fine. Now it's too cold.
I remember the whole drama with the air conditioner.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bob also likes to be in subarctic temperatures. He's used to
Yeah.
blowing it at 60. I mean,
I like
I
that
don't-
also, though, to be
You're
fair.
sitting there with the shawl over your fucking, you're freezing your nuts off, and Bob's sitting there just throwing fucking peanuts in his mouth.
He's hanging
sitting next-
hanging
He'll
meat in his
sit on the
apartment.
ground next to the AC, and it's
true.
blowing in his face. He's blocking the air from everyone else. It's it's sick.
You know who's got it nice and cold in that basement is Mikey B.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
single
It's
time
an
I
ice-
do down
it's an
Mikey
icebox
B.
down here.
Well, he
That
gets
thing is
heated.
cooking.
Bob, he gets heated during those Bears games. He needs it nice and cold.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Folks, our next sponsor is a sponsor that I just so happen to use and take every single day, a product that I use and take every single day, Athletic Greens. You cannot go wrong when you're taking Athletic Greens. I wanted better mental health, physical health, gut health, and that is exactly what Athletic Greens does. You cannot go wrong when you go Athletic Greens. With one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you are absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. You can't go wrong. It starts your day right. I do it. I take one scoop of the Athletic Greens, down it with the water, and I am good to go. Mentally, I feel great. Physically, I feel great. After a workout, I use it, and it is absolutely terrific. Now, to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/dumb. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/dumb. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. Do it with Athletic Greens. You can't go wrong.
All right, boys. I think it's time we go into our buy and sell. Yeah, I think we get down to business on our buy or sells. And fellas, if I can, I'd love to start. You know the drill. What did we see from the week that we like? What did we see from the week that we didn't like? I'd love to get it started here if you don't mind.
Yeah,
You okay with that, Joey D?
you have the floor.
I am buying, and I bought her for the past 2 decades, but she sat courtside at Madison Square Garden the other day, and you talk about presence, man, and she's still got it. I'm buying Jessica Alba all day long. Did you see her at the Garden? She was sitting next to Sauce Gardner and Aaron Rodgers. It is so fun. And not only am I going to buy Jessica Alba, I don't like Knicks fans. I really don't. I always root against the Knicks. I've been a Nets guy since I was a kid. These games at the Garden, you know, it's cool to see everybody sitting courtside and all that. There is a buzz just from watching TV of these games at the Garden. When the Knicks are in the playoffs, it is so much fun. As much as I root for them to lose, Knicks fans are unbelievable. They really are. They get so into the game. You see the courtside, the different people that are sitting courtside, which is always a blast to see. I'm buying Jessica Alba. I'm buying Knicks fans, although that I can't stand them and I root against the Knicks every single time. The NBA playoffs have been a lot of fun, and I think part of what's made it fun is the Knicks being in the playoffs. Joey D has his hand up. Joey D, take it away.
I just have a question. Do you think Spike Lee has lost his fastball?
The Jet has the famous take of saying that Spike Lee lost his fastball.
I want to know what you think. I think he's still bringing the heat.
I kind of respect Jet's take. I can't tell you, and as we know, I'm not a movie guy, so maybe I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I know he's had a ton of movies,
I know,
but like recently,
I know. I'm saying, like, what has he done lately? Is what I'm saying.
He did that. The Black Klansman movie was awesome.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
really good.
I don't know. With that being said, though, I just think these games, and it's made the playoffs so much fun. You see Jessica Alba on the side, Sauce Gardner, Aaron Rodgers. Although I honestly think Aaron Rodgers just shows up to these games at the Garden, waits for him to be on the Jumbotron, says hello, and then dips. Because I think he enjoys
crushing New York already.
He is
crushing New York.
But I think he enjoys just being on that Jumbotron so much to where after he gets his fix, he's gone. That's what I think.
I'm going to go back to the Spike Lee thing. I'm going to say he hasn't lost his fastball, because if you see a game that he's not at, it doesn't feel like the Knicks game. Like he has to be part. It's like Jack Nicholson in the Staples Center,
Lakers,
which is now crypto.
He was just there. He was there for game 1, I think, wasn't he?
First time he's been
Yeah,
seen
he
in
was.
like 2 years or
He's
something.
got
like
dementia, I think. It's sad.
Yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Can I?
Oh, that's tough.
I sell one more thing, not to take it away here, but I do just want to sell one more thing.
Please.
Airport security, you know, the things that you put in now they have the newer version ones, the tray where like it does it for you and then it pulls the tray under. Like I like the old school ones to where you just throw it on there. These new ones that they have now, you got to wait for the tray to come under. You never know where you can push your thing on. There's always a guy there kind of yelling at you, to where the old school ones I feel like were so much easier. That's all I
tell you what, Bob, piggybacking off that, they gotta get aligned, because you go to one airport, you can take the laptop, you have to take the laptop out. You go to the next one, keep your laptop in. It's 2023 now. Can we get aligned that either the laptop and all the shit's coming out, or you just put the stuff in the tray? Because it's like the swipe or the tap or the insert with the card. Let's just get everybody on the same page, because it shouldn't be that difficult.
Joe, you know, it was a big proud moment for me was getting you onto the Clear train of using Clear at the airports.
Yeah.
Is that not tremendous? They take you right to the front.
Although sometimes, Bob, I feel like a bit of a douche, because there's like 10 people in line and I still use the Clear, because I'll be honest, I'm paying for it. I'm going to use it.
Mikey. He don't feel like a douche. I'll tell you, he don't feel, you know what
I use it West Palm.
Mikey,
West Palm.
We were in the West Palm airport. This is like a private airport. Nobody's ever at this airport. It's me, Jet, and Ticket. We're getting ready to go through security. There's nobody in the security line. There's nobody, maybe two people.
There was like 5-6 people.
I have Clear, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay with the guys. Like, I don't need to go use Clear.
Yeah.
I pull around. I go, "Where's Joe?" Joe, of course, is in the clear. And he's being escorted. to
I'm
the
paying
front.
for a service, Bob.
there's-
I'm going
we-
to use a service.
We end up getting with him at the exact same time. I said,
No,
"Look at this guy."
No,
I
I was ahead. But
Joe,
it's just
you were
the
maybe
principle.
one.
It's a principle, Bob. I pay for the service. I'm going to use the service when I travel.
That's like using the Disney Fast Pass on like
Yeah.
the teacup
Don't-
teacup
yeah,
ride,
Yeah,
where nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Save it for Splash Mountain, Cutsy.
yeah. But
Which is
look,
no
Joey D. Joey D's gonna go. Joey D. Let's head over to Mikey V. It's a Mikey V buy or sell here tonight.
All right, well, the weather's breaking over here in New Jersey. Finally, we got some decent weather this weekend, and with that, I've had a lot of conversations with people. What their plans are for the summer and what they're going to do with their kids and their families and vacations and this, that, and I got to tell you, these people who keep asking me to go camping, let me tell you something. Don't ever fucking ask me to go camping, bro. Just don't ask me to go camping. Don't ask me to stay in the woods without
Yes, you can come in.
Wi-Fi. What?
You can come in.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Bob,
this is
by the way,
Mikey
Mikey
V.
V.
Mikey V and Joey D here.
How you doing, buddy?
Mike, come on in. They're here. Guys, do you think your wife? What was your name?
Adolfo.
This is Adolfo.
Adolfo.
Say hello
Nice
to
to meet you.
Adolfo. They
Nice
say-
to meet you, my friend.
Okay. Well, hey, Adolfo, welcome to the Brilliantly Dumb Show.
Thank you.
My man. All right. Have a good one, Adolfo. Thank you
Love
very
that
much.
guy. He's
Well,
great.
let's clap it up
He's
for
great.
Adolfo
Yeah,
there. Let's
he's
clap
great.
it up. That is-
Only
that is
showed
great.
up. Only showed up 35 minutes later. But
Well, that's no, but
Whoa!
that's
Thank
why-
God for the
well,
turn
that's
off,
why
turn
I
on
said-
thing.
That's why I said
That.
Mikey
somebody
V was
else-
right. Mikey
No,
V
I
was
said
right.
somebody
He
else.
did
If you're gonna
that.
wait for them, you might as well have somebody else host it.
Yeah.
Because that was gonna be like a half hour delay.
Yeah, that was.
It was,
half
I
an
mean,
hour.
that's no fault of his own. He's probably busy. There's probably a lot of Wi-Fi.
But the
issues.
ricochet,
It was a
the
bang
ricochet
job.
from Joey D, I think, is very
He should have waited
unnecessary.
till he was out in the hallway.
Of course,
I hope
I
man.
waited. I
Come
waited till he
on.
left the room, Bob.
Okay, okay.
By the way, you have the headphones and he can't hear it anyways.
It was Zasha
Oh, that's
Vujacic
true.
last week, and it's Adolfo this
No,
week.
you know
Adolfo
that's
this week, yeah.
ridiculous. I'm not gonna get. I'm
The
not gonna get.
The Zasha
Now-
Vujacic thing,
Now,
I'm
if
still
you were
upset
to
about.
save, if you were to save that gentleman's phone number in your phone, right? Let's say you needed him for tomorrow, Bob, or whatever, during your length of stay. How would you save his name in your cell phone? Because I am very specific how I save people's names. So he's the IT guy or the Wi-Fi guy. So I would save him in my phone as Adolfo Wi-Fi or Adolfo
Adolfo
IT.
IT. Adolfo
Yeah,
IT.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
As
would
long
go
as
with,
we're on the same page with that.
And how do you think his name's spelled?
Adolfo.
Or is it
Adolfo.
PH?
I don't
Could
think
be
it's
a PH.
Could be a PH. I think it's more of a German with the hard F.
I would go Adolfo Aloft because that's where
Okay.
I'm at. One of these
Okay.
Aloft.
Oh,
things.
yeah. But
You
if you
don't
go
like
IT, yeah. No, I have nothing against Adolfo. We just said it was
No,
gonna-
not Adolfo. I mean the Aloft. They try and be like a new, like trendy type hotel.
Is
Yeah.
that Marriott?
Could be. Yeah.
Marriott, I'm convinced, owns like 100 different hotels.
All right,
Anyways,
go back-
poor Mikey V
go
got
back to
interrupted
myself.
by
That's okay.
Adolfo.
That's no
I
problem. So
apologize.
anyway,
apologize.
Anyway, yeah, don't ask me to go camping. Don't ask me. I want to take my kids to the woods and rough it and not have any television or Wi-Fi. It all sounds well and good, and yeah, if the weather's ideal, I don't want it. A vacation to me is not about like not being able to shower and like a really real shower. It's not about cooking my own meals over firewood where I really don't have utensils and spices and things that I could use. It's not about bugs crawling on me or anything like that, or mud or dirt. Like that to me is not a vacation. I'm selling camping in general.
It's great.
I don't think there's any redeeming qualities to it whatsoever. If you want to be one with Mother Nature, there's a million other ways you could do that. And I'm not saying that people, who do it, more power to you. But personally, for me, I think camping may be one of the most overrated activities in the history of activities. Give me a beach and a resort any day over the woods and fucking bugs and dirt and sweat and shit. And what else you got to do out there? I just don't ask me to go camping. I'm done with camping.
I think it's a terrific
Bye-bye.
sell.
Speaking of recipes and spices, did you see Bear Down's now putting up on his Only Subs recipes?
Dude, it's on. By the way,
What did you call it, Mikey V? Only
Bro,
recipes?
Only rubs.
only
rubs.
rubs.
Pretty good.
I'll
good.
tell you, man.
Oh,
The
so
stuff that
good.
Mikey V cooks, like his grilling skills, I would trust him. The stuff that he's putting out there, I
The
sincerely,
Sunday gravy looked good.
bro, the stuff he whipped. Yeah,
that's
but
Ho-
Sunday
that's
gravy is Holly. Sunday gravy is Holly, which her stuff we already know. You know the caliber that
That's
is coming
gas.
out of that. Yes, man. Yes. What Mikey V does on the grill is, I mean, the stuff. What did you have the
Although
other day?
there was that one item that he put on that one pork chop thing that looked a little sad. That was like from a few weeks ago. Bob, you hit me up about it.
No.
Yeah, you did. There was
Look at
normally.
this. Look at this.
I'm
Look at
No, I want to know. I really
Look at
want to
this now.
know.
I
Look at
gotta
this
go
now.
back in the archives and see, but like Mikey V normally does put fire on the grill. Like he'll do shish kebabs or he'll do a lot of good looking things, but he put one sad, sorry looking piece of meat. This was a couple weeks ago.
I'd be curious to know. I'd be curious to know what it is because everything.
Yeah,
I
I'd be
don't know
curious
what it
also.
was.
I'd be
I don't
curious
know what it
also.
was. But
Mikey,
Mikey V, I'm not coming at you. I'm saying normally your product looks really good.
Or maybe that's your thing against the pork chop, Joey D. Which, by the way,
Biased towards pork chops. We know.
maybe it's the pork chop.
I
He's
had a
biased
lot of
towards pork
support
chops.
in my DMs about the fact that pork chops are overrated.
Ah. Ah.
I have not tried Mikey V's, which is yet to be remained. I think we film me eating Mikey V's
Yeah.
pork chop
I gotta
and
make
give it a
with,
rating.
with the only rubs dry rub on it.
Yes, and I'll give it a rating.
Yeah.
I think Mikey V had something on the grill the other day it was like a salmon. Was it salmon burgers or
No, that was a pork sausage patty, right?
pork
Pork sausage patty
man.
with provolone and broccoli rabe chopped up into the patty.
Where
I don't
else
They
see
did
that
are
one.
fun.
Bro,
They're
it
better.
looked
Honestly, bro, they're
unbelievable.
They're better sometimes than a cheeseburger. Like they are fucking. They hit different, bro.
Now,
They're-
what did you
they're
put
delicious.
anything on top of that?
No, you could put it on a sesame seed. I recommend just put on a regular sesame seed bun, not a potato roll. Potato rolls for burgers usually I use, but no, in this case, Holly made a little pasta, like a little lemon, fresh shaved parm pasta. I literally chopped up the patties and put it right into the pasta. It was fucking delicious. But
Yeah.
normally I eat it on a sesame seed bun, just like a patty sandwich. Delicious.
You got to get one of those big old Traeger grills, Michael.
No, I don't want to smoke, man. I got the Weber 4-burner, the Genesis.
Weber's good.
Love the
The
Weber,
Weber-
and
the
then I'm
Weber's
getting
good.
I'm
What
getting
do
the
you-
black top.
What do you know about the Weber, Joey D?
I'm telling you, Weber is a high.
knows the
it's
Weber
a high
brand.
product.
He knows the Weber brand.
It's
The
actually
Weber brand
pronounced.
is-
It's actually German. It's pronounced Weber.
I don't know about that, man. We gotta fact
Okay.
check that.
Okay.
It's German, Bob.
Okay.
It's
Weber.
pronounced Weber.
Well, I gotta tell you, I have a great Weber grill in my backyard. I love it. But we're under construction here again at the household.
oh
Again?
no!
Is it
yeah,
Kung Fu?
we're
what?
no. We're blowing out our kitchen window. Our kitchen window is getting blown out, putting a sliding door. And we're getting the backyard all done, pavers, and I'm gonna have a little cooking station back there. It's gonna be
Tell you
real
something,
nice.
you
But
guys
it's
are
not gonna be
busting-
done until about August. Probably.
You guys are busting my chops for the golden tee for what Mikey's paying for this
Oh.
blowout. He got the whole man cave done.
But this is
New
putting equity
TVs.
into my home. This is
Hey,
putting
Shay,
additional
I got nothing
equity
against
into
it,
my
but-
home. I mean,
but you
it's
guys
for
are
his
busting
children.
my
your
balls.
fucking Walmart fucking golden tea isn't gonna raise the price of the
Oh,
condo up, is it?
Not right.
Well, I'm not saying it's
Shots
a bad thing. I
fired.
love the golden tea.
I'm worried
but I
about
said it was
Shots
great. I said
I'm
it was
worried
great.
about it now. I'm worried about it.
Walmart version.
Why are you worried about it?
Well,
Why are
because you
worried
said that
about
it's
it?
just the box. I was wondering why it was so cheap
No,
too.
no. I'm saying I was looking on eBay for a full machine. So they have the full machine and it looks like the arcade machine, right? On
Right.
Big
eBay,
one.
but they're selling it for $600. And you look at the fine print and it says cabinet only, which means it's just the cool golden tea cabinet that the screen
that's
goes
so
into.
bullshit.
Like it's just the cabinet, like meaning like, you know, Pac-Man, the old Pac-Man, they had the Pac-Man drawing and art on the big
Yes.
case that the actual screen goes into the case. They call that the cabinet.
yeah.
So the cabinet they're selling for golden tea, which has got all the artwork on it and shit, but that's why it's only $600 because the
Looks
fucking
like
machine
Bob got
actually
more than
play.
he bargained for.
No, Bob's good because he's buying something brand new from Walmart. This is on eBay. You got to watch eBay, bro. These guys on eBay are pirates.
Yeah, I'm
You gotta be
concerned. I
careful.
was so jazzed up about it.
No, yours is gonna be fine. You're buying brand new from Walmart. You're fine.
All
It's
right.
Target is even better.
Target, whatever.
All right, let's head on over to Joey D.
I was gonna sell, but you guys kind of were both sold, so I'm gonna buy something. I tell you what, I normally dread going to like the dentist. I dread it and doing the cleaning. I went this last week with Nicole and I did the teeth whitening. Look at these pearlies. I'm buying teeth whitening, dude. You feel like $1 million walking out of there. And it was $99. It wasn't that expensive. And you know what? You can't put the price on a good smile, Mikey V. You really can't. And so I got the wedding coming up. I said, you know what? I'm going to get these things. Look at these. These are flats. They're whiter than I've seen them in age. They give me a little kit. I do it every week. People, I think they don't do it, but they'd rather buy like the Crest white strips. That shit doesn't work. Go in, spend $99, $100, and you get the actual whitening. They put the infrared laser thing right in your mouth. It's fucking unbelievable. I'm buying that.
Mikey,
Why is that so?
I don't know.
I know, fuck you. You don't know. I saw the story post with the fucking ultraviolet light in your teeth, bro.
Look at these things. Look how white they are.
I see. Joe, I see.
I haven't had teeth this white in
This-
ages.
this-
And I want people to be able to share in that
Yeah.
joy.
Now, look, I have
Yours
fairly-
are good, Mikey V.
Yeah, and I don't do that. I have a very, very rigorous dental routine every day. Very rigorous. Very rigorous.
Joe,
I
The thing
I
with
use the flossers. I use the Crest. The Colgate Total Optic White, the Optic White Colgate line. Now, listen, this toothpaste is not for the faint at heart. This toothpaste will blow your fucking brains out if you're not careful. And then with the wash after the whitening wash after, but that's just a gargle.
Do you
I've
use the
never
electrical
done.
brush?
I've never done. Yeah, I got a Phillips Diamond.
I got one of
Diamond
those.
Clean.
Whoa.
I've never done the ultraviolet light. I'm a little
No,
skeptical.
Mikey, I'm telling you,
Uh-huh.
it takes 20 minutes. It's not like an hour-long procedure. They put it like a little tray in your mouth and they put that thing in. I'm telling you, with someone who cares about their teeth like you do, you walk out of there 4 shades white.
The thing with Joey D now is, and by the way, I'm very happy for Joe. Joe eats better now. Joe, he really does. He lost weight. I mean, he looks good. He looks really good. I'm very happy for Joe. The thing
He's
is,
he's on his way to the 8s, by the way.
he
he's on his-
can't.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
I
got
got
a
the
7-2
He's
last
well on
week,
his
Bob.
way.
But
He's well on his way.
he
We might be
can't
at a
do
7.5 already.
he can't do any self-care things without either telling everybody, promoting it on Instagram. Like this guy can't do a workout without now posting his
Wow.
workout.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's
Bob.
true.
That
It's
is
every
I work out almost every single day.
and
how
we
often-
get a post
No, you
every
don't.
single
you
day.
absol-
Yeah.
you absolutely do
by
not.
all
I put
means,
up one
all the
story
hours
today.
you show-
That's ridiculous.
Mikey,
I put up one
Mikey.
story today. I haven't put up a
Today,
story of me in the
you're getting him
DM.
upset now.
I no, because Bob likes to fabricate shit. And
He's,
you know
he's
what,
pretzeling a little bit, isn't he? You
Uh,
think he's
yeah, he
pretzeling?
is. And you know
Welcome
what?
to
I
my
go to the-
fucking world, pal.
Mikey? I go to the gym almost every day with Nicole.
You're
How
a-
many
you're
times?
a grinder, Joe.
Well, no, but I'm doing it in the shadows. But I put up.
Here's the thing about Bob.
Today.
I'm going to tell you this about Bob.
Doing it in the shadows is not true, though, Mikey.
Dude,
And I have not
do
been
it in the
posting it
shadows.
on
Do it in the
Instagram.
shadows.
Posted
Wait,
this
wait.
morning. What do you mean you don't
I
post
said it. I said I put up one story today. If you look at my last almost 2 weeks, you won't see one thing of me in the gym.
Mikey,
You
is that
won't.
true?
That's a lie, Joe.
That's
No,
a lie.
you won't.
It's a lie.
That's a lie.
You
It's a-
won't.
the-
I'll go through the archives right now. You won't find it.
All right. I mean, oh, you know
Joe,
what? though,
by
too?
the way, I prefaced that with saying
I'll say
I'm very
this.
happy
I'll
for
say
you. I
this.
think you look really
I'll say
good.
this. It's possible. It's very possible that sometimes I mix up Nicole's content
Yes,
with Joe's.
Nicole
That's
puts the-
very possible.
Nicole puts the
Fair.
stuff in the gym in every day. I don't, though. I don't reshare it because of precisely this. Because I was resharing, and then the whole world was like, "Oh, we got slim cuts," and then I went on a binge,
Slim
and it's
cuts.
like, and you know, and
Joe,
then
I
all of a
did
sudden-
preface that by saying, though, I think you look really good. I'm very happy for you. I think you've made a lot
Okay.
really big.
Joe,
I'm
another thing
serious.
is that Bob is very anti-gym posts. He's very anti-gym posts because I put
Yeah,
up
I
a
am.
story. I put up a story like 3 weeks ago, getting off the Stairmaster, and this guy and Perez both came at my fucking jugular about it. Like,
just-
what is
it's-
this? But
All right, I'm going to show
you
you,
know,
right
a lot
now.
of
The
people
last,
like that shit, though.
the last thing that I put in was a reshare of Nicole thing in the gym. That was April 12th. That was the last time I put up anything on the gym. And I'm not lying. I'm like, you guys can look. There's no gym posts there, Bob.
Go
These
ahead,
are all
back-
my stories.
Back to you, Mikey V.
There's some great stuff there, though. There's a picture of Joe just standing in the mirror.
Well, that I'm not going to
No, that's-
testify to. That's
No,
that's
no,
whatever.
that's-
No,
But
all the power to you, Joe D. I'm serious.
teeth whitening, I'm buying it.
Teeth whitening is a buy. Teeth white. Teeth whitening is a buy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe D.
No, I'd like Mikey V to try it out. I think Mikey V would have some real pearly whites after a session.
I think you got good. I do think you have it.
And
I
by
will
the
say-
way, I gave Mikey V an 8.5 last week, and I got returned
That
with
was
a
tough.
7.2.
That was a tough season.
I
I think,
7-2.
but I
That was-
prefaced that and said he's well on his way to the eights, though. He's well on his way. He's
I do think it was a positive the way he said it, Joe. But I will say to
yeah,
give somebody an
that's
8.5 and to
fine.
be returned with a 7.2.
well.
It's
I
gotta
mean,
be
are we
tough.
Well, the
being-
8.5 was based on physique as well, because Mikey V has great physique. So
Thank you,
I
Joe.
think that rounded him out. But I'm fine being a sevens guy, but at least be
I
an
think,
upper
Joe. I
echelons
think you're gonna. I
of
think
the
you're
seven.
gonna. I think you're
a
gonna touch
7.6
eights.
or 7.7.
Yeah,
He
we're
said
gonna
he
get
won't touch
there.
eights.
We're gonna get there after the teeth whitening. I think we're already at a 7.4, possibly a 7.5. So we're inching our way closer. We'll be at 8 by July. I'd say we're at 8 almost.
But
All right.
you know what's crazy with your physique, Mikey V, is you don't. It's not like you eat particularly healthy. Like you really binge out. Like you really. It's true. Like you go all out and you're still able to maintain the physique. Like
But
you
I mean,
go.
but I-
you
Puts
have
in
like
the
the
work.
binge.
The things I do
Yeah.
are preposterous, though. Like, so Monday through Thursday, I don't eat for 16 hours a day. I intermittent fast every Monday through Thursday.
Really?
So my eating window closes at 6:30 p.m. and doesn't open back up until 11 in the morning.
It's not
The
the
next
stock
day.
market, Mikey V.
That's what it is. The window is closed from 6:30 p.m. till 11 a.m. the next day. And then I eat from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., nothing at night for 4 days out of the 7. And that works very well for me. Now, obviously, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's impossible to do. I try to stick to it as best I can. But the weekends, yes, I'll have some cocktails. I'll enjoy the
impressive.
food.
Bob,
But
I bet
during
you
the
set up a
week, bro, I'm
Wendy's at
eating-
9 o'clock. You'd eat it.
You bet your ass.
I
You
mean,
bet.
it's for the good of the show. I'll eat it. But I mean, but not on a weekday. No.
That's impressive. It really is.
Yeah,
and then
he's
when
regimented.
when you go to veg out, when you go nuts, it's got to feel so much better doing that because you know you've earned it.
It does, but honestly, like I just can't eat the way I'm Joe. Maybe I don't know if you feel this way. I cannot consume the amount of food I was able to consume on like a binging type of day, like in my 20s. I just can't.
No, I
Like,
still could.
I can't, bro. Like maybe once in a while I can't, bro. Like I just
could
feel
too.
like it's not even about how I feel bad. I just feel like sick. Like it makes me kind of sick. But it's that, and then the workouts. I mean, like the workouts are brutal. I destroyed myself for 5-6 days a week.
Joe, you remember those cheat days we used to do with Rockington where we would
Oh.
just go, we would
Yeah,
gain
but how
5
long
pounds.
ago was that?
That was during the pandemic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, pandemic. All
These days were-
all things were off though.
We would
Like,
be
oh.
with Cuzzy. He'd order the whole menu.
Oh man, it
We would
was
have like
sickening.
we'd pick a spot and then we do like fucking 15 things from that one spot, and then he'd be like, now we got to do dessert, and then there'd be like 15 dessert. It was like
Bob-
you felt bad about yourself
Oh
afterwards.
boy.
Bob is a marathon eater.
Oh.
By saying that, I mean like I've never. Well, I have. I had one childhood friend who I saw that ate like that. But Bob, like he'll get a plate. 30 minutes will go by, he'll go get another plate. An hour goes by, he goes to get another plate. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't.
he's a black hole.
He's a marathon eater, and God bless him. I don't know where the fuck he puts it. If I ate the way Bob ate, I would weigh 400 pounds. I'd weigh 400 pounds.
Now, Mikey V, I have a question for you because there was a period in time where we had a big Mikey V, and like
Oh,
I don't know
was
how
probably- I was-
long that
I was probably
lasted
like 305, probably.
because you slimmed down immense. Like
Yeah.
you must have not been that regimented back then. Because
No, I tore my shoulder. I had a shoulder injury, and like I basically just packed it in for like 2 years. I didn't do shit. Like not 2 years, a year and a half. I didn't do shit. But I was heavy, and then obviously when I was in high school and I was playing football, I mean I was heavy. I was eating whatever the fuck I wanted, and I just had to be I had to be big. So that's what I was. But You see these linemen now in the NFL, they retire, and then all of a sudden these guys, they don't even look like themselves anymore. They lose so much weight because they're eating so much when they're playing.
I'll give you
And,
a classic, Joe Thomas.
Yeah, bro.
Is
Yeah.
this like Joe
he looks-
Thomas now?
Now he looks like he could play fucking safety. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. Okay, fellas, I think it's time now. Do we get into our top five?
Yes.
Because I would
Yeah.
love to get into. I think it's a very good top five. I think this is Joey, brought to you by Joey D. So
This
Joey
has
D.
been requested by a lot of people, though. I've seen it on Twitter, like when we put out the request your time. This has been mentioned at least 100 times. I've seen it asked for.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
say.
it has Joey D. We're gonna let you announce what it's gonna be, and then you could pick who's gonna start us off.
All right, this it kind of mixes it up this week. We're doing a top 5 travel or vacation destinations.
Not
Where
the
you
fucking
want to,
woods, I can tell you that.
yeah, where you want to be, what you want to do, why you want to go there. I'd like, if you guys give a little preface, like after your answer, why you picked that spot. Let's start Bob off this week.
Wow.
So there's no cherry picking this week. Let's get Bob.
Oh! Yeah, that's a running
Just has
thing.
to get it in, bro.
They
Has
the
to-
fans do too, man.
I'll be honest. I'm choosing Bob because I'm legitimately interested to hear his top 5
I
destinations.
am more interested.
He barely
to hear, I gotta be
travels.
honest, Joe. I'm more interested to hear your top 5 for this than anyone else because if I could guess your top 5. In fact, I'm gonna write down, and this will be a good exercise, Bob. I'm
I
gonna
know.
write down on this pad of paper. Yes, that's a Chicago Bears paper pad. I'm gonna write down my guesses for Joey's locations,
gonna be
and then
great.
after it's done, I'm gonna see how many I get right. Yes, Joe.
I just want to make sure this is not necessarily need to be places you've been. It's places you'd like to go
Correct.
as well.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah,
It could be either. It could be either.
correct.
Yeah, correct.
That's the way I did it too. I have no issue.
I
with
just
that.
want to be on the same page because sometimes we're not.
Wait,
Okay.
Mikey, we'll wait till we go, but before Joe does his list, we'll have Joe close his eyes and I want you to hold up the pad of paper. I'm wild. I might be more curious to see what you guess for Joe than even
Okay.
what Joe's are.
Okay.
That's the main event right there. Okay, so you go ahead and write them down. And then I'm starting us off there, Joey D.
Yeah, you're gonna start us off.
Okay. Look, I ain't expecting to win this list anytime soon, and I think we all know that I probably wasn't going to win this list. But this is places that I either want to go or have been that have loved. Number 5, I went with Joey D. I'll remember it for a lifetime. Number 5, give me Italy, and the reason I'm taking Italy is, first off, I love the trains that we did throughout Europe. I really loved doing the trains, but I'm very uncomfortable out there. I just feel very out of my element, and I think that was almost good for me. But the reason that it's in that 5 hole, they always talk about the food. The food it's like different. It's like you can't even get it here. It's like it's such a different upper echelon of food. It's the best food I've ever had. I could go there
Mikey,
and just eat.
have you been, Mikey, to
Yes.
Italy?
Yeah, I went probably almost close to 20 years ago now when I was
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like even like me and Joe went to the first spot we were in Italy. Like we went to like a couple places down
That's
the road.
market.
that's the thing about Italy, though. You just go to you walk into any place and everything you eat is just like, I remember going to a random place outside that had linguine white clam sauce, and it was those little vongola clam, like the
Yeah.
tiny like ridge shell. The clams are about this big. They're like sugar. That's like what Italy is. It's just crazy.
Oh, it
Every
was-
place just slaps.
Joe just like had a spot and he's like, we're gonna go to this spot, but not even really well known or anything. I went, it was the best pasta I've ever had until I had pasta the next
Yeah.
day. It was amazing. So I would go Italy at 5. Number 4, Cape May. Used to go to Cape May with the family.
Ah, yeah.
I,
Where's that?
New
Cape
Jersey,
May is
Joe.
Cape May
It's
is
the
in
last
Jersey.
exit. It's at the very bottom of New Jersey. It's the last
You
exit
have
on
New
the
Jersey
Parkway.
on your list. You're not winning this list, Bob.
But I got
Bob,
another
good-
place in
good-
Jersey
Good
too.
for you to
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I got. We'll take you to Cape May sometime, Joey D.
every year, bro. That's where the
Hey,
flag tent set
That's
up
where the
is,
flag
Joe.
was. Cape May is terrific.
The flags
It's
with the
class-
tents. That's,
By the way, you might be thinking Jersey Shore, Joey
It's
D.
not like
This
that,
is
yeah.
classier than Jersey Shore. This
Yeah.
is a much better level.
and
than
you want to
Jersey
talk?
Shore.
You want to talk restaurants? Some of the
Let's
best
talk
restaurants. Some of the
Yeah.
best restaurants you could eat.
All right.
at.
I think you'd like it,
Unbelievable.
Joey D.
He
Give me
would.
Cape May.
Joe would fucking love it. He
I
would
think
love
so
it.
too.
He would
Yeah,
love it.
I
He
think
would
so
love it.
too. The only thing is Emirates doesn't fly into Cape May. That's the
That's
only
true.
problem. I don't
That's
know if we're
true.
going to be able to.
That's true.
We got Cape May at 4. Number 3, Joey D. Been here with Joe. Oh no, I haven't been here with Joey D. We went at separate times. Number 3, Nantucket. Our buddy
Oh,
Showtime took us to Nantucket. That might be one of my favorite places on earth. That is, I mean, that was a blast.
It's like the Hamptons of Massachusetts. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's very high end. It really is. It was so much fun. Just a quick little story. We had it was me, Showtime, and then our buddy Teddy, and we had our girlfriends with us at the time. We snuck away from them for a little bit during one day. Joe, we always talk about this. We snuck away from them. We kind of felt
For like
naughty,
3
like,
hours.
yeah, we just like kind of needed our time. And we sat at this bar and ate oysters and lobster and we're drinking like crazy. And it was, we kind of felt kind of naughty doing it. It was terrific. They couldn't find us. It was such a special moment. And it's like we didn't care about the bill. We just went all out. Give me Nantucket at 3. Number 2, give me LBI. Long Beach Island. What a special spot, man. Really, really. We used to go there as a family too. Give me LBI. I'm keeping a lot local. LBI at 2. And then number 1 is a place that I haven't been that I've been wanting to go for the longest fucking time. And I will get there. Hawaii.
I know where it is. Yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah,
Hawaii?
I could see myself really, really nestling up in Hawaii, enjoying between the golf.
Bob, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love
I
it.
think so, Joey D. I really,
you
really
deserve-
want to go to
yeah.
Hawaii. And with that, let's head on over. Let's do Joey D's now. And then, so Cutsy, we're going to have you close your eyes, and I want Mikey to show the list. So for the people watching on YouTube, show the list. For the
Don't look
audio,
at the
I
screen, Joe.
apologize.
Look away.
Joe, actually, can you take your headphones off? Because I'm going to read all.
This is ridiculous, man.
Okay, Joe, take that. Okay, he's got the headphones off. Close your eyes. We're gonna. Here's Mikey's list. Mikey's got the Maldives at 1. He's got
Maldives,
Dubai.
Bob. Maldives. For Christ's
Maldives.
sake. Yes.
He's got Dubai at 2, Italy at 3, Fiji at 4, and the Hamptons at 5.
Let's see how many I can get.
That's so
That's
spot
not
on.
in order necessarily.
No, yeah, that's as
Can I
good as
come
you
on
can
now,
guess it.
Bob?
Yeah, come on in. And here comes Joey D to give his list.
Bob, can I come on?
You're good.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
you're good.
Joe.
You're good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll here, please. Mikey V, this is the Joey D top
Come on.
5.
Come on. This is
destinations.
great. I wish I could gamble on this. Go ahead.
Terrific.
All right. I some of these places I have not been. So I'm gonna preface that like I haven't been to all these places, but to me, these are just
That's a
this-
good start for me.
Mhm,
I got to tell you
mhm.
that. Go ahead.
At number 5, I'm gonna put a place that, and you could do this on a budget, you could do it really high end. I've done both. But to me, it's always a good time when you
Vegas.
go to Mexico.
Oh, okay,
Mexico
okay.
to me is so much fun. Now, Bob, we did it wrong with you, and I God help me, it sucked. But I wish you could have experienced like the last time when I stayed at the Nobu Resort, or do something nice. Like hopefully when you go to Scott's wedding, it's gonna be high end. Because when you go to Mexico, like the service and everything is just so good and the vibes are high. Everybody's having fun. The drinks are flowing. Mexico for me is number 5. Number 4. Now, number 4, this is a far destination and I've never been there. We're going to do something in Asia. Okay. This is high end. I think to me high end, but just so awesome. I would love to do Japan. And here's the reason why. Japan, the food, you have sushi, you have teppanyaki,
Yeah.
you have fucking ramen, you have, udon, you have, and not only that, the places you can go, Tokyo, you could go to fucking Kyoto, Osaka, all these places, so cool, so wide ranging, really been on my list for a while. I've never
I
done
would love to.
it.
I would love to
Japan
do
at
the
4.
food. Yeah, I'd love to do the food out
Oh,
there. I really
And
would.
then Bob, the nightlife and the people are up all hours of the day. It's so technologically advanced. Japan at number 4. Number 3. Now I've been here. This place is special. And you know what? Maybe not so much the people, but the place is special. France at 3. And Paris to me is one of the nicest places. You have history, you have food, you have culture, you have just about anything that you could ever want. France, and more specifically, I'll do Paris, France at number 3.
That
to me,
surprises
it's just
me.
a no-brainer. Why?
I thought you said that I wouldn't like Paris.
Oh, Bob, they speak French, so you'd be like a fish out of water, which like Europe is not really your wheelhouse. But the second thing is, it's just like I don't know, you're not like a sightseeing guy. You're not
True.
like a guy who appreciates the arts.
True.
Like I couldn't bring you to the Louvre. You'd be bored within 15 minutes. I'm not trying to take a shot at you here.
No, fair
I'm just-
enough. I get it. I get it.
Mikey V, I'm not joking. The Louvre is one of the coolest things I've ever been in. You have history at your fingertips, and you walk in, there's I'm not joking, Bob. There's like shit from the fucking Egyptians, the King Tutankhamun's like his thing. Like you walk in further, you have William's mother, you have Picasso, you have fucking Van Gogh paintings.
All right,
Joe, go to Jesus Christ.
Not to mention the Cathedral of Notre Dame. That is unbelievable.
Go
Okay,
to
number
Notre Dame.
number two is another tropical destination. This place is special. The golf, the food, the resorts, everything. And I had to do back on the home front in the US of A. Number two is Hawaii for me. And Bob, we gotta make it happen.
I know.
I'm telling you right now, it's dewy, it's lush. The Dole Whip, it's just everything there. It's like honeysuckle. It's just beautiful. You got to be there to pray. It's right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, I do. I want to.
It's
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Number one to me,
I might go 0 for 5, by the way.
I know.
number one to me is a no-brainer, and I might be biased, but it is the best place to go. It is Italy. I'm sorry.
I got
To
one.
me, the food, the culture, if you're single, the women, the historical, it's everything there is so special. And it's like, Bob, you only saw a fraction of it. You go to different areas. I've traveled all throughout the country. It's beautiful. The food is unbeatable. Number one to me is Italy. It's not even close. And
So-
I might be biased, but
Do you want to
now,
hear
how
what
many did Mikey V have?
he
that
got?
I-
One.
just
He got
one,
Italy.
Joe.
I love
Just
his
one.
list.
Yeah.
I thought his list
But
was
was my
spot
list
on.
bad?
No, it wasn't.
No,
I
it's
thought you
just-
were going to go in a different direction. So I had for you, I had the Maldives, which you didn't mention, Dubai, which you didn't mention.
Dubai is cool.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah,
to go to Dubai.
yeah, the Hamptons and Fiji, neither of which you mentioned. So I
Jesus,
was off.
dude.
What?
Which one did I get that you?
Italy,
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 Oh, you got
Italy, yeah.
All right, Mikey B, we head over to you for your top 5.
Number 5, a top travel destination. Listen, it is not a peaceful vacation. It is not an easygoing vacation by any means, but Disney World, Florida. If you haven't been to Disney World and experienced what they actually put out on the table at Disney World, I've been to Disneyland and Disney World. There's really not a comparison between the two because Disney World is so above and beyond outrageous at every single turn. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I know some people hate it. But I'm one of those people that even as an adult, I think it's a good time. There's good restaurants. You just have to know where you're going. The resorts are great. Give me Disney World at 5. Number 4, Vegas. I think Vegas. Now for you guys, Vegas is a little different because you're so close to Vegas, but I think Vegas is always one of those top tier destinations that people want to go to. I've been to Vegas several times. I think it's great. 3, same as Joe, Paris. I had Paris at 3. Paris, I think the history, the art, the food, you can't go wrong with Paris at 3. Italy, I got at number 2.
Wow.
Italy was phenomenal. I have to go back again sometime soon because, like I said, it's been almost 20 years now. So Italy was fantastic, and I don't want to do the tour. I did the tourist thing the first time I went, so now I feel like I could go and not have to worry about
Just
going
go
to see,
for a food.
going to
binge.
see the. I don't need to see the David again. I don't
No,
need to see
no,
the
no.
Sistine Chapel again. Like I don't
You
need
know,
that.
Mikey V. Bob
I
and
want to
we
go
just
to
went on a
like I
food
want to go to
binge.
like the Amalfi Coast and like
Oh yeah,
Capri
Lake
and-
Como, Lake Como.
yes, I would love to do that. So that's kind of what I like to. And then number 1, I went there for my honeymoon. I think it's the great, and obviously, you know, that was a splurge. I'm not going to deny that. There is, and I've been to tropical resorts before. There is no place on earth like Bora Bora, Tahiti. Tahiti to me is the greatest vacation you could ever do for yourself. Don't take your kids. Go
Bring
to
your
the-
checkbooks.
Well, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime type of vacation for most people. It's a once in a lifetime type of, me and my wife, used to work. She had tons of travel mileage, so the airfare cost us almost nothing. She had it all saved from all her years of working. Tahiti was, it was indescribable how gorgeous it is. The water is literally like bathing in Fiji water, Poland Spring water. That's what the ocean water
It is,
looks
Bob.
water.
It's amazing.
It's just insane, insanely gorgeous, swimming with the sharks and then the manta rays and the over the water bungalows with the glass bottom in the hotel room. Like, it's just top of the line, unbelievable. Tahiti #1.
You know what I would do, and great lists, fellas, what I would love to do. We talked about doing it for Bob to Sports. I think we do it for the Brilliantly Dumb Show. I think it'd be funnier if we did it for the Brilliantly Dumb Show. Mikey V, if you could find a way to get it off, like to get, if Holly gives you the go ahead for like, maybe we do it for 5 days or something. I've wanted to go to Vancouver with Joey D hosting it would, and if we document it and like we put it on the Brilliantly Dumb Show, like a behind the scenes, like we bring an editor, camera guy to come with us. I think it'd be one of the funniest fucking things of all time.
We could do it.
I just want to understand the people out there too. Like I want to see if I could kind of piece together how we came together. I'm John. Well, we love you, Joey D. So
first thing I'm going to do when I get there is I'm going to go to a barbecue store and see if they pronounce Weber Weber.
No, that's I'm
Is
saying
that a Vancouver thing?
No, it's a German pronunciation. You don't pronounce a W.
Got it.
Something tells me he's right. By the way, he
probably is.
Has some of this shit.
We should do the Vancouver trip though.
Vancouver trip would be great. I'd put Vancouver as my honorable mention, but one that I did like the Japan one. I think I would just love the food there. It just would be so hard for me to travel there. It's such a day of travel.
By the way, I just want you to see this here. The letter W is pronounced as "vey" and can be seen in words as like wetter, wash, and Wharton.
And of course, Weber.
Well, it would be Weber.
Right.
Give me Vancouver, British Columbia as my honorable mention.
Wow.
Yeah, I would really like to see it.
Bob, we got to make it happen, dude. I would take you guys to Whistler for a couple days. How you'd be up in the mountains. It'd be beautiful. I could take you to the island, so you'd be out in the water.
Look at Bob. When he said the mountains, Bob's like,
no, the mountains. It's an hour and a half. It's an hour and a half drive from Vancouver.
If we stay at some type of like nice lodge, perhaps like a really nice lodge, maybe.
I'll fix you up, guys, to the nines.
Okay,
Joey D, your honorable mention.
My honorable mention is another place in Europe I have not been, but to me it looks spectacular. It's in the Mediterranean. Is Greece? Greece to me looks spectacular.
That's a good
and
call.
It looks so beautiful. Like those sunsets on like Santorini Island and stuff with all those white and blue like rooftops, and it looks sensational.
Greek food doesn't get enough credit, man.
Greek food's good.
Great.
I don't like Greek food.
I
like Greek food a lot.
I'll eat it, but I don't think it's like, I don't know. I can't eat it.
A good feta salad is one of my.
I love feta.
Oh, I like a Greek salad to me with a good feta cheese is almost one of my favorite things to eat.
I saw a clip of Gordon Ramsay, and I don't agree with this take at all. But when he explains why, it's pretty interesting. Gordon Ramsay saying that Greek cuisine is better than Italian cuisine. Now, again, I do not agree with that by any means. But if you hear his explanation, it's pretty interesting to hear why he says so. That's all I got for now, Mikey V. We'll send it over to you.
I mean, Greek food over Italian food.
It's a wild take.
Yeah, that's a bad take, but I will say.
But you got to hear him explain
some of the fish, some of the now you want to talk about good calamari. They do calamari really well. The Greeks do it.
Mikey V, your honorable mention.
My honorable mention will be Cape May. I like that play a lot. I look forward to that vacation every year. It's a great vacation.
One of my favorite moments, maybe on the show, low key, is when Mikey V stuck that big old Bears flag down in the beach so that the kids would know where he
That
is.
thing looked like a fucking flag that belonged on Mount Rushmore.
It was the most classic.
Looked like you just claimed stake to the land.
So we go with there's 12 kids on this vacation. We all have kids, so there needs to be a home base. You guys will understand.
No, I'm sure we will. It's such a Mikey V play. It really is. It's such a Mikey V play. Ladies and gentlemen, as far as I'm concerned, that's been another edition there, the Brilliantly Dumb Show. We love you, folks. We appreciate you. We are moving our way up the charts now, boys. We want to make that top 100. If you could leave 5-star reviews, comment on into the Apple Podcasts, the whole 9 yards. We need you. We love you, folks. Fellas, I love you, boys. That's another edition. The Brilliantly Dumb Show. We'll see you next time, fellas.